CrossCode is a 2D action RPG featuring flawless physics, a fast-paced fighting system, and fascinating puzzle mechanisms. It has a captivating sci-fi tale with puzzles reminiscent of Zelda-style dungeons. Players employ tools to discover and exploit their opponent's vulnerabilities, while also selecting equipment and talents for a more comprehensive approach. Over 90 fighting techniques and passive talents may be mastered, and over 100 missions with distinct objectives and difficulties can be completed. A tragedy ravaged a kingdom, leading to lies and backstabs. The king's magic was used to take away people's capacity to speak, and he was thrown into the abyss. The princess, his daughter, was imprisoned in a crystal tar drop. 7 rainbow-colored lights emerged from the abyss years later, becoming 7 heroes. When the princess called for assistance, 7 heroes appeared, each with their own combat technique. Players can select from a number of characters, including Wanderer, Archer, and Warrior, and spend crystals to transfer between them or return to base camp. One lowly peasant at a time, explore the depths of the UnderMine and find its secret mysteries. UnderMine is an engrossing action-adventure roguelike that blends furious fighting and intriguing dungeon exploring with RPG-style growth. Dive into the perilous depths, acquire rare treasure, confront death, improve your skills, and start on another exciting adventure. Discover a plethora of objects, ranging from ancient treasures and potent potions to celestial blessings and deadly curses, all of which combine to create a unique experience with each run.
Besides, if not for the
Bastion is a video game that combines action role-playing with a dynamic narrator. Over 40 graphically breathtaking landscapes await players as they investigate the mysteries of the calamity, a strange disaster. They may arm themselves and fight in fierce combat with dangerous beasts. After finishing the tale, the game unlocks new game pluses and in soundtrack attacks mode, as well as interesting battle mechanics, complex storyline, hand-painted artwork, an original music soundtrack, over 10 distinct weapons, and 6 strong Bastion buildings. Omen of Sorrow is a one-of-a-kind combat game in which creatures from horror, literature, and mythology coexist. It takes influence from arcade classics and adds a skill-based twist to battle. The game has a broad cast of characters, unique animations, and spectacular finale. The entire character roster, an upgraded narrative mode, and the option to play online across several platforms are all included in the Ultimate Edition. Selecting from a varied array of horror classics, performing cinematic finishes, engaging in single-player modes, and modifying strategy on the fly are all key aspects. Spelunky 2 is an exciting game that takes players into underground systems, ancient ruins, and outer space, where they will confront a variety of monsters and difficulties. To access the game's actual heart, players must overcome barriers, avoid boulders, and solve riddles. The essential heart of the game resides in exploration and discovery, as players must balance their quest for riches with the possibility of reconciling with loved ones. Multiplayer modes, such as local or online play, increase excitement and togetherness. Dust and Neon is a post-apocalyptic Wild West twin-stick roguelite shooter. Players take on the role of the enigmatic gunslinger on an epic odyssey replete with precision gunplay, scary robot armies, and boss confrontations. Players may morph into an unstoppable force by unlocking dozens of unlockable abilities, thousands of unique weapons, and performance improvements. Visceral reload mechanisms, best-in-class controls, and a dynamic power-up boost system are all included in the game. Nearly 2,000 distinct weapons and tonics are available for players to gather and enhance their armory. Cast of the Seven Godsends is a retro 2D action shooter that transports gamers to the golden age of arcade gaming. The game features King Kandar, who must rescue his son from the wicked Emperor Zeraima, who has stolen Darika's heir. The game has 6 immersive realms, 4 difficulty levels and a range of challenges. To overcome the many bosses and adversaries, players must employ God-given armor, weapons, and spells. The game features 4 difficulty levels, checkpoint save places, and a variety of techniques for defeating more than 50 foes. Shosho the Goddess reappears in Mugen Souls Z, a sequel with strategic turn-based combat, free-roaming battle landscapes, and a level maximum of 9,999. Enemies may be charmed, transformed into Shampuru minions, party members can be customized, and new peons can be created. They must confront an ancient evil alongside Sirma, navigating 12 different realms, participating in battles, unleashing combinations, and inventing distinctive peons are all key aspects. Lost Epic is a 2D side-scrolling action RPG set in the midst of a conflict between gods and humans. Players must transform into knights and overthrow 6 gods scattered over sanctuaries. Each weapon has its own divine skill, allowing players to form powerful combinations. To obtain an advantage in battle, combine character attributes with weapon strengths, completing tasks and earning prizes for becoming stronger and witnessing storylines develop are also possible. Some objectives include battling strong, mutated opponents in order to acquire even higher prizes. Chained Echoes is a 16-bit RPG set in a fantasy world in which heroes journey to Volandis to put an end to the battle between the kingdoms. The game's setting is varied, ranging from wind-tanned plateaus to buried towns and lost dungeons. To explore the area packed with attractive personalities, fantastic vistas, and ferocious adversaries, players can utilize swords, magic, or board their mechs. The game has a play period of 30 to 40 hours, fast-paced turn-based combat. Morbid the 7 Acolytes is a horror punk action role-playing game filled with Lovecraftian horrors and Cronenbergian gore. The player assumes the role of Die Brahm's lone surviving striver, charged with conquering the formidable 7 Acolytes, who are possessed by malicious Gahars. The game has difficult enemies, mini-bosses, and spectacular large-scale boss encounters. Players must learn battle and develop their character and equip through missions, perks, runes, upgrades, and looting in order to succeed. Following the EB invasion, scientists and engineers created bioarmor, a technology that united the EBE's biological tissue with sophisticated metal alloys. The special enhanced ANTI warriors were the first to wear this bioarmor, which increased their strength, speed, and agility. They launched an onslaught against the EBE, Baron class, resulting in a major win for mankind. The victory raised morale, and mankind began to reclaim lost territory. The ANTI forces became symbols of resistance and optimism, urging others to fight with them. Vaporum Lockdown is a grid-based dungeon crawler RPG set in a steampunk world influenced by classics. Ellie Teller, a scientist, is struggling to survive tragic occurrences in Ark's Vaporum's tower. First-person real-time combat, a unique stop-time mode, puzzles, and level-wide goals are all included in the game. To beat foes, players must employ a range of weaponry, gadgets, upgrades, and cunning tactics. The game has fully spoken protagonists and an authentic steampunk atmosphere. Owlboy is an immersive platform adventure game set in a captivating sky world where players can soar freely and gather allies to confront numerous challenges and tough opponents. Otis, the protagonist, is a silent owl who encounters difficulties from sky pirates and monster-infested ruins. The game blends action and adventure, with a unique combination of flying and platforming features. The capacity to carry anything is a prominent feature, with Otis recruiting pals as gunners with unique talents and tales. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome!